Let's go.
Two quarterbacks ready to get it done on the gridiron. It's Romo's Cowboys going up against Bradford's Eagles. So let's send you up to Pennsylvania. Standing by in Philadelphia are Brandon Gott and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look live there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Dallas Cowboys.
Get this together real quick.
And the Philadelphia Eagles.
What's up?
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's the first carry for
Oh, we out. We are out already?
Taking the distance.
Already? Ouch.
5 touchdown Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. The very first play from scrimmage, how about that? Talk about setting a tone.
And people always talk about doing exactly that in the first 5 minutes of the game, the first offensive and defensive series. Who's going to gain an advantage? Well, we saw exactly what happened there. The tone was definitely set by the offensive team.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. On the ground, the first carry for Ryan Matthews. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Let's go.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And the tight end, Zach Ertz, is key in this offense as we get a look at the starters.
Comes out of the factory known as Stanford, which keeps putting out tight ends. Zach Ertz, one of the better ones we've seen in recent years.
Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. Aguilar has it. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Fresh set of downs here. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clear.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Justin Durant doesn't get mentioned very often in conversation, but at the end of every game, he's made a lot of tackles.
3rd down now following the run. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd.
Let's go.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. Now Wentz.
No, I see that. Let's go.
The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. The Cowboys offense marches onto the field, and for them, I think the biggest story this preseason, maybe the biggest preseason story across the league, has been Dak Prescott.
It wasn't that long ago, during the preseason, we were discussing about what Dallas would do for a backup quarterback behind Tony Romo. Would they go out and get a veteran? Would they have to make a trade? Instead, now, we're just talking about Dak Prescott looking like he solidified himself as the number 2 guy. Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And this time not as successful, as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today. Third and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Romo. He completes it to Bryant. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the 1st. That's connection numero uno. Tony Romo going to Desmond Damon Bryant.
And how about the chemistry those two have built up over the years? You know, everybody always sees Dez as being so demonstrative on the sidelines, like he's upset about things. He just wants his quarterback to know he wants the ball and he's going to make plays for him.
And he hits Jason Witten, the tight end. They'll get 19 yards there. And the Cowboys are going to get a 1st down.
And another reception by Jason Witten, all reliable for Tony Romo. You know what they say, partner? Once you get your first 1,000 catches, it's all gravy after that.
Yeah, 1 of 2 tight ends. He and Tony Gonzalez in the 1,000-catch club in the tight end department. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st and 10, Romo.
Oh, come on, Lucky.
There, jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. And the defense now for the Eagles.
Eric Rowe fits the profile of the so-called new breed of cornerback in the NFL. A college safety with length, he transitions very well to the corner in the league.
Here's Romo.
Let's go. Let's go, Lucky.
15 yards through the air and a 1st down.
The catch, deservedly so, is going to get a lot of credit, but even more so because there's a defender there ready to make a play.
Yeah, just flat out muscled on that one. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Romo. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. To the air again, Romo. And he slings one that's incomplete. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a third down here. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on third down. And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on third down. Throwing on third down, Romo. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Dez Bryant, the intended receiver. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Third down is the down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning.
And Bailey able to knock it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point. So no problems converting there.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1.
He got me with the 1, John.
Past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held him to 3, but this offense has got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there. I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
A big play there for Philly. 46 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
They come up in an offset eye. They go play action here on 1st down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football, complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. And his throw is incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Aguilar has it. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. So they're operating in the red zone.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that 3rd down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a 1st down.
3rd time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on 3rd. They got it.
Yeah, they stuck with it, weren't daunted at all, and picked it up. With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On 2nd down, Ryan Matthews. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They come out here in the eye. Now Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Good touchdown.
Trey Burton, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are back within a score.
That's almost just the
Let's go.
And this is a live football.
Let's go.
Not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this, and we'll have to wait and see. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down.
Damn.
Crucial lead in a big way. The best way to do it, touchdowns.
So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play in any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
From the gun on 3rd down, Romo. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They're going to go for it. It's Romo.
Come on, Romo.
A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone.
We ain't worried about that.
Wentz now on 1st down. That is caught.
We didn't have that.
He is into the end zone.
That's my mistake.
Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. Wentz going to look to throw.
Let's go.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
It's a gain of 24 that time, and it'll be 1st down Cowboys.
For so long, when you thought about receivers, you thought about how graceful they were going after the ball. Des Bryant goes after the ball with an absolute fury, and Tony Romo loves him for that and just delivers one.
Yeah, if you're Des, it's nice to have a guy like Tony Romo back there. So much experience, and these two obviously have developed a great deal of chemistry.
They really have. Des Bryant cares about Tony Romo being on the field, and Tony Romo welcomes that and delivers the ball to him.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. On 1st down, Romo. And here's the first NFL reception for the rookie Ezekiel Elliott. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Here's Romo now on 2nd down. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it, doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
So a 3rd and 9, and 6 defensive backs out there in the dime.
Patrolling the passing lanes.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now. They've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They are going for it. It's Romo. And it is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Wentz now on 1st down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from it. In this case,
he's got it.
Oh, he still got that motherfucker.
A gain of 38. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out here in the eye. They go play action here on 1st down. This will be caught at about the 3. And he's brought down. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And now here's a sneak. He's in for an Eagles touchdown. Carson Wentz as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the 2nd quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
no, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the 2nd half.
Now, after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And the ball backed way up. So thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead, finish up the half, and get on out and talk about it.
Where you going?
On 1st and 10, Romo drops it underneath Elliott. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Give him 6 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd down. Now everything here.
I would have known that. I would have saved that.
Offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Doing anything? Somebody could pick the Eagles.
To throw on 2nd
Is
down, Romo. He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they take
this is the first game right here.
Oh, it's first game?
Yeah, first game for it.
They do playing franchise?
No, I'm playing online.
No.
It's not franchise.
No, I mean, where are you playing the franchise for this?
It's a regular online head-to-head.
I'm talking about before this.
Nothing. I just started.
Oh, okay.
I got you.
The final shot before the break. Romo. And this is caught at the 8. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return now, it's Josh Huff. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had an ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment. Without
a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, Brandon, so much for halftime adjustments. They still can't get anything going on the ground. It may be time to loosen things up and start flinging it around a little bit.
Wentz going to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, third quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down.
Damn.
Maybe try and run
fucking
a little bit more in this spot. They have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I think a lot of people were surprised that they ran the draw after that successful pass play previously, but the thought process had to be, maybe we can catch him rushing the passer and hit something big with the running play.
Now Wentz. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He'll wind up getting 11 on that one. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing is Wentz. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
I gotta stop that bullshit.
Jordan Matthews. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Great corner route there. Not only able to catch it, turn it upfield, and get into the end zone.
It usually involves a little bit of an extra move, doesn't it? You got to get them thinking that you're moving to the middle of the field and you're breaking away to that corner.
Let's go.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now a flash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nolan Carroll. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Second down, 9 yards to go.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right, it's been that way. He's got daylight, the 20, and he's going to be marked down deep in Dallas territory. A big play there for Philly, 51 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Ryan Matthews, a 12-yard touchdown run. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. And there's a flag on the play. And he's got it up and through. Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely
God
inexcusable.
damn.
The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never wanted to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real, I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. Throwing on third down, Romo. He's going to look deep down the field. And this throw will be intercepted.